Well, what I'm most proud of is I think people that had once turned their back on this school district came around. And I feel like they galvanized themselves to say that we're not going to allow for you to fail, Mark Bedell. We're not going to be the city that's going to continue to have a superintendent in here every 2 years. Because prior to my arrival, the average tenure was 1.8 years over a 27-year period, right? And there was a commitment from this board, and I believe from this community, that we have to stop that if we can't keep restarting and starting over. Because all it does is creates this defensive mechanism in faculty and staff that I'm not going to get on board with the agenda because you're only going to be here for 2 years and we're going to be starting over. And so I would say that that is probably the most piece that I'm proud of, because ultimately that stability has led us to full accreditation. I don't want anybody to feel sad or to feel down to have a superintendent in a district like Kansas City Public Schools for 6 years. That is a blessing. And it should be a testament that things are different, and that as Dr. Collier begins to take over, that there's opportunities here for stability that just was not the case years before I got here, right? The average tenure of an urban school district superintendent is 3.2 years. We got 6. And that is a huge shift from the norm. So I just want to make sure that everybody fully understands that this is a hard job. Working in an urban school district is hard. It is a different level of stress than what you would have if you're working in a surrounding school district. And all of our superintendent peers can attest to that. And so your job is to get in here and follow through on what you said you would do, leave the district in a much better position than we found it. All of our data points indicate that. The full accreditation indicates that. The stability with the board indicates that. The fact that our succession plan includes a lifetime employee who will be taking the helms of this district as I transition out should tell you that this district is in good hands. And I couldn't be any prouder of what we've been able to accomplish. Thank you all.
The first thing for me is really working with our academic team on a laser focus on our student achievement, and particularly literacy. That is an area that I want us to really drill down in. We've made great progress. We've obtained full accreditation, but we have to do more in the way of preparing our students in terms of literacy. I believe literacy can either be a gatekeeper, and you probably saw that in my bio. It's either a gatekeeper or a passport to a promising future.